Moving on, let's talk about Angel Reese. She has also gone viral today for many of reasons, but the one that a lot of people are picking up on is when she is walking over to the bench and she slaps the clipboard out of her coach's hand.
In a moment that stunned the WNBA world, Angel Reese, the self-proclaimed Bayou Barbie, slapped a clipboard out of her own coach's hands on live television. The footage? Viral. The backlash? Immediate. The consequences? Inevitable. But this isn't just a story about one outburst. This is a story about unraveling leadership, growing controversy, and a league struggling to define its identity amid rising stars and rising tensions.
Emotional decline continues for Angel Reese. The temper tantrums, the complete loss of emotional control continues for the Bayou Barbie, as well as the Chi-Town Barbie and Double Barbie, and whatever other alias that Angel Reese has decided to give herself.
It all went down during a tight Chicago Sky game against the Washington Mystics. Tensions were high, the scoreboard was tight, and Angel Reese boiling over. In the final seconds, a miscommunication, a timeout, and then the now infamous slap. Reese storming off the court and smacking a clipboard out of assistant coach and Crosby's hands. Fans were left asking, was this frustration, a pattern, or a final straw?
Look, in social media discourse, it is going to be remembered for nothing more than this. It's the only thing people are going to remember it for. Is Angel Reese tie game 29 seconds ago in frustration.
In a league trying to build its reputation, the WNBA could not ignore this any longer. Just days later, the league hit Reese with a multi-game suspension, a fine, and rumors of mandatory behavioral counseling. The message? No player is above respect, not even the face of viral engagement. Stephen A. Smith weighed in. This is one of the most disrespectful acts I've ever seen by a professional athlete toward their own coach.
I was like, good God, she can't get out of her own way. And I don't give a rat's how frustrated she is. The Chicago Sky should suspend her for this. They won't, because they're too damn scared of her fans.
This isn't the first time Angel Reese has made headlines for drama rather than dominance. From on-court taunts, skipped media obligations, to public feuds on Twitter, Reese has built a persona around unapologetic attitude. But at what cost? While fans call it passion, critics are calling it what it really is: unprofessionalism wrapped in glitter.
Angel Reese and her building frustration. It ended up being taken out on an unlikely target. Instead of arguing with an egg, instead of taking out her frustration on WNBA officials, Angel Reese decided to unleash her latest tirade on one of her coaches.
And then there's the ongoing tension with fellow rookie superstar Caitlin Clark. The two first collided in the NCAA championship, and the sparks haven't stopped flying since. Clark, who gets bodied on the court game after game, keeps it professional. No tantrums. No clipboard slaps. Just basketball. Meanwhile, Angel seems determined to turn every WNBA night into a Real Housewives episode. And the double standard? Oh, it's loud. As one fan tweeted, if Caitlin had slapped a coach, she'd be banned by now.
Today is another day of the Angel Reese drama because she has simply smacked the clipboard out of an assistant coach's hands. Yes, now all of this went down during the Washington Mystics game. This happened on national television. Now, guys, I'm not one to blow up negativity, but Angel Reese is supposed to be leading young women and being a great example to girls and kids all over the world. Well, I'm here to tell you, she was not leading by example today.
The slap wasn't an isolated incident. It was the latest entry in a pattern of mounting behavioral red flags. From storming off the court, to blocking fans and reporters who criticize her, to blaming everyone but herself. The refs? Biased. The fans? Haters. The coach? Apparently disposable. This is not leadership. This is chaos.
We're unbelievably soft. That led to Angel Reese breaking a coach's clipboard, walking over and slapping a coach's clipboard. And by the way, If this was Caitlin Clark, you just know they'd be calling out her anger problems. It was an all-around badly refereed game.
While most players stayed silent publicly, behind the scenes the discontent is growing. One veteran player told us, "This isn't just embarrassing for Angel, it's hurting all of us trying to build something bigger." Even inside the locker room, trust is fragile, respect fractured. And Coach and Crosby still hasn't made a public statement, but insiders say she was blindsided and deeply disrespected.
Backs the clipboard out the assistant coach hands. Just not a good look from Angel Reese as a basketball player. Just like I stated, man, she's supposed to be a leader among young women across the world. And this ain't showing very much leadership. I just gotta be honest here, dog. To me, this behavior that Angel Reese has been displaying is embarrassing to her, her team, more importantly, the coach.
Angel's suspension leaves a gap in the Sky's lineup and a bigger one in their leadership. The question now is, can Reese rebound from this, or has she torched the bridge to trust? Her next few games, if she even plays, will be under a microscope. One more misstep and the league might not be so forgiving.
But this is some Bush League lack of respect. This behavior can't happen. It can't happen. Look at that. Slap a keyboard out of the coach's hand. They ought to give you 2 to 5 games for that. Are you kidding me? That is one of the most disrespectful acts I've ever witnessed by a professional athlete.
Stephen A. Smith didn't mince words. This was Bush League. This was a disgrace. Suspend her. Period. And coming from a man who has long supported the growth of the women's game, his frustration spoke volumes. Angel is a role model whether she likes it or not, he continued. What you do in public reflects on the league you represent. And this was an embarrassment.
It's tough when you talk to officials and I asked them, hey, we only shot 2 free throws. We only went to the free throw line twice up into the fourth quarter, and she tells me it's not her job. It's frustrating, and I don't give a damn if I get fined because that's cheap, and I am tired of it because I've been nice and I've been humble with it, but...
The WNBA wants stars. It needs them, but it also needs standards. And right now, Angel Reese is standing at a crossroads. Will she evolve and lead or crumble under the spotlight she helped build? Her next appearance on court will be her most watched yet. Because everyone from fans to rivals to league execs will be watching for one thing. Has she learned, or will she lash out again?
What are we doing? Part of her problem is she's got a severe lack of maturity, but she'd go on a blocking spree for anybody that's critical about her. You want to be critical about people being critical about you? How about you not acting like this? Because, yeah, people are going to destroy you over it.
A shocking moment caught the WNBA and the world off guard when Angel Reese, the self-proclaimed Bayou Barbie, slapped the clipboard right out of her own coach's hands, all caught live on TV. That slap? It's been heard round the league. But this isn't just about one moment of frustration, it's about a pattern of behavior that's beginning to unravel Angel Reese's career. Angel Reese has become the face of controversy, but is it her passion fueling her downfall or her lack of discipline? Today, we break down what happened and why this slap could mark the beginning of the end for one of the league's brightest stars.
And it's resulted in physical alterations on the court that don't get called as fouls, that the girls then deny were intentional. And Caitlin Clark always takes the high road. She never, points the finger, but it happened again.
It happened during a tense Chicago Sky game against the Washington Mystics. With the game on the line and emotions high, Angel Reese stormed off the court in frustration, slapping the clipboard out of her strength coach's hands. The public backlash was swift. This wasn't just an outburst. It was a moment that exposed something much deeper. A player, known for her fire and passion, now being questioned for her lack of control. Was this simply a moment of frustration, or was it a sign of something much more concerning?
Just hands. Now, if this were an isolated incident, would it be a big deal? No. The problem is, it's not an isolated incident. For starters, you don't want your antics to overshadow your performance, which has been a constant problem for Angel Reese throughout her career. She is more known for her behavior than pretend basketball. But if I'm the Chicago Bravado, I'm not worried about Angel Reese slapping some doofus clipboard. I would be worried about the reason that Angel Reese slapped the clipboard. And the
WNBA couldn't let this slide. After the dust settled, the league issued a suspension, a fine, and even hinted at behavioral counseling for Reese. The move was necessary. Too many fans were upset. Too many players were disappointed. The league had to act. But the question remained, was the punishment enough? Fans, analysts, and players alike are all wondering how far Reese will go before hitting rock bottom.
You did it. You did this. I mean, and she's getting destroyed. The lack of respect for the coach is actually hilarious. If that would have been a technical for Caitlin Clark for not respecting the game. You see that comment. Yikes.
Angel Reese has built a brand on her fiery persona, embracing her Bayou Barbie identity to connect with fans and showcase her confidence. But is it all just a front for deeper issues? Passion, they say, can fuel greatness. But when does passion become recklessness? Angel's behavior on and off the court has always been divisive. Some fans adore her no-nonsense attitude, while others see it as unprofessional. But after this latest outburst, it's hard to ignore that her emotional control might be more of a liability than an asset.
Angel Reese unleashed a tirade on WNBA officials. Now, even though she was right in what she was saying, it was clear she was visibly frustrated. Following game on Tuesday, she's slapping a clipboard out of the hands of her strength and conditioning coach. To me, these are signs of a frustrated Barbie. These are signs of a Barbie that's tired of losing. You know, adversity exposes your true character. Losing exposes your flaw.
And then there's Caitlin Clark, the calm, composed, and calculated counterpart to Reese's fiery persona. Their rivalry goes beyond just the court. It's become a battle for supremacy both on and off social media. While Caitlin Clark has weathered fierce physical play without lashing out, Angel Reese seems unable to hold her emotions in check. From taunts to this latest incident, Reese's response to adversity has often been less about overcoming challenges and more about personal frustration. As Caitlin rises in stature and continues to earn respect, Angel's antics seem to be eroding her credibility. The question fans keep asking, is Angel's behavior damaging the WNBA's image? Or is it just a growing pain for a young star?
Reese deserves a hefty fine for publicly disrespecting a coach. I'm gonna be interested to see, will Tyler Marsh actually address this? Will the franchise actually address this? Or are they too scared of people that I believe are not actually basketball fans?
True to form, Angel Reese took to social media to defend herself. In a now viral tweet, she claimed that people feel entitled to opinions about her life, firing back at those who criticized her. Was this a moment of self-reflection or just another deflection? Reese's camp immediately tried to spin the incident as a miscommunication, but fans and critics saw right through it. Passion may be what drives Reese on the court, but without accountability, it risks spiraling out of control.
None of it addresses my point. My point is, she's the golden goose. You have been clamoring for attention. You've been clamoring for more cachet, fair and equitable treatment, chartered jets, weight room facilities, dollars, marketing opportunities, etc., etc., etc.
The Chicago Sky now face a tough decision. Do they continue to support their star player, or do they risk enabling destructive behavior that could tear the team apart? While Angel's talent is undeniable, her actions are beginning to take a toll. not just on her reputation, but on her team's dynamic. The Chicago Sky's leadership now finds itself walking a fine line between disciplining a player and risking backlash from her massive fan base.
More specifically, yesterday, Angel Reese took to Twitter and said, "Y'all be feeling too entitled, thinking y'all opinions matter about somebody else's life instead of minding your own business. I promise you win at life when you just live your own life and mind your own business. I promise."
Oh, what's next for Angel Reese? Will she find a way to turn things around, or has she already alienated too many people? Her next few games are crucial. Can she pull herself together, focus on her craft, and prove that she's more than just a headline? Or will she continue down the path of self-destruction, turning her once promising career into a cautionary tale?
I'm the Chicago Bravado. I would be worried about Angel Reese demanding a trade. Earlier in the season, she had no one to blame but herself, but over the last 4, maybe 5 weeks, Angel Reese has been dominant and you're still losing.
The WNBA is at a crossroads. Do they continue to let personalities like Angel Reese thrive, or do they enforce a higher standard of conduct? With rising stars like Caitlin Clark showing what it means to handle adversity with grace, the league has to decide, is it going to protect its star players or protect its reputation?
She's only in her second year, by the way. Who cares? I don't care about that. Loser behavior. This guy says $50 fine.
The league has spoken, but the story isn't over yet. Angel Reese's future in the WNBA hangs in the balance, and so does the league's reputation. Can she redeem herself? Or is this the beginning of the end? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. What should happen next for Angel Reese? Will the WNBA take a firm stance or continue to enable her behavior? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more deep dives into WNBA's biggest stories.
It is abundantly clear the losing is getting to her. The frustration is starting to show. I think one of the reasons that Angel Reese has been more subdued on social media, you can't talk shit when you're losing.
She's become more insufferable every game. Look at this. Get this ugly something off my screen. So disrespectful and full of herself.